All right, thank you so much for watching. You're still here with us on TV3 Simply Showbiz with me, Akofa. Now, I mentioned earlier that I'll be introducing my studio guest when we come back. Now, joining me is Koka. He's an entertainment analyst. We've started having some fights off air already. And then we've got Vida. Vida is a showbiz critic right here. You're all welcome. I hope you're having a good time so far. How has your week been?
Hey, enjoyment here.
Hey.
And I've taken my vaccine.
So you can enjoy all you want.
No one wahala.
How about you, Vida?
I've been daydreaming about the Christmas shows.
Christmas shows?
You know,
yeah.
how I'm going to step into that.
But you did mention that you're going to go somewhere after here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's all part
of it. The party has started.
The party has started.
Yeah,
so why are you leaving me behind, though? No one is inviting me.
But people are saying that the vaccine is you decide. Events may decide me more on the road.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, all right. So let's get straight into our conversation for today. We want to start off by talking about Polo. The fact that she's been fined instead of serving out her remainder of the jail term. She has paid the 12,000 Ghana cedis fine. She was meant to go to prison for the 82 days that was left, but she didn't finish all of that. Now, conversation happening on social media, people believe that the fact that she wasn't allowed to, live out the sentence, if I can put it that way, probably means she's not going to learn anything from this experience. Let me do Vida instead, because I feel like Oka's gonna, let me do Vida instead.
Okay, I mean, I think it's great news for her family and for her fans as well. I, for one, I sat here all the time trying to caution her about certain things. And now, once we've not seen any press conference happen, it means that we've drowned in some sense. Something. And I mean, she's going to, stay away from those things. But I still believe it's going to be short-lived.
Oh,
that's what I believe is going to be short-lived.
Are we saying this based off on what she has, what happened before? Because she went in for some few days, and then she came.
Because even when the case wasn't over yet, we saw how she, and now this is like the finality of the whole thing. So I don't even know what to expect next.
Right.
I did say last week or two that she should, kind of translate what she's gotten into business. I mean, we saw how people started. Miss Bell, for instance, now she has her own business. Yeah. She's throwing herself out in a very different and decent way now to her fans. And I have fallen in love with that brand that she has kept or she has built. So enough of the twerking queen, enough of the show my body queen. I mean, some people want to use that body and attach some cash to it and make you influence their brands.
Right.
So I'm waiting to see that transition from shake my buttocks to walk into the bank.
Okay.
To actually making money out of the fame that she has gathered.
I get the point you're making. Someone was also, some people can also take a look at this from the side where they believe that she came out and she probably tried to change, but maybe the business wasn't coming in as she was hoping, and so she had to go back to what we sort of know her for. Wouldn't you think that's the reason she, sort of switched again?
I think it shows that the management is weak.
Okay.
Because she is the brand. I mean, those behind her should be busy working out a few things to make sure that she's always in the limelight for business, not just hanging around just like that.
Okay.
And the manager, I tend to think that the management is kind of weak, because if the actions of the manager the last time led to her having the press conference. So I'm wondering what kind of business ideas he will put on the table for Ikeapinto. But I've seen her advertise for a telephone.
Okay.
I don't know if I can mention the brand here, but I've seen her hold the phone, dancing to it. I hope it is something that is going to bring money to her. Not just something to show that, well, I just came out from prison. Let people know that my brand is still intact. I'm relevant. So let me even do this for free and all that. Right. So we are waiting to see, but I still believe that it will be short-lived.
Well, we'll save this part of the conversation for, we never know. We're keeping our fingers crossed. We're hoping that she has learned something from that. Now, let me come to you, Koka. What do you make of this entire thing?
There is nothing to make out of it.
Why is there nothing to make out of this?
Somebody decided to try the law, and the law shows that there is a law, and the law was implemented.
Okay.
He should have in mind that he's an ex-convict.
She should have in mind that she's an ex-convict.
And that.
Do you think it's going to affect her brand in any way?
sometimes we allow lessons, we allow situations to modify us that don't change us. And when it gets there, that's where you realize that the actual harm you have caused to yourself.
Right.
Because I feel people sometimes forget that it takes a lot for humans to change.
Okay.
Humans don't change. If you really want to change, it has to be a deliberate, intentional, and then well-strategized thing. Or else your real self will always come hunting you. You have to go through a process to take away certain things, to devoid yourself. So I understand what Vida said.
Okay.
What kind of management are managing her? For me, they don't. She doesn't have. She has family and friends who lead her to places. More like security guards that lead her to places. Because it's not management. As a manager, you sit down, you ask yourself question: where we are going? What are we going to do? What impact are we going to get? How much will it cost us? And how much are we making out of it?
The cost-benefit analysis.
You get me?
Okay.
Where we're going? What are the threats?
What if they're doing that, but we're not seeing it?
That,
you know,
the people
because we are
around
not
them,
behind
that
the scenes?
no, please, I beg you. They don't exhibit those kind of qualities. That's somebody has gone through this. Do you know before a judge rules, she goes through a lot of, they have these chance of getting to know you outside, review the case, other things, look at you beyond the person standing in front of them. So you go and do a press conference like you're doing a rehearsal for a play or a movie and cry, and then you start twerking.
I see.
What I take out is I'm happy Ghana made money instead
Okay.
of spending, because if she had gone in,
We would have
the
been
state would have been
spending.
taking care. So
Yeah.
once she back,
For just to end it all, her posture is that there are some people in the industry who are looking for her downfall, especially when she signed that deal in Nigeria.
Okay.
So for her, she feels that this is like, you know,
so they
has to prove a point?
they enter to twerk with her body.
she
We're ignoring
feels
you on
that
Or
well,
they
this
No,
is
Coca,
victory.
let's
This is
fight
victory over my detractors. This is victory of my enemies. And when you're doing that to address a particular people you feel are against you, you lose track.
Right.
Now the focus should be business. She should have a conversation with someone like Miss Bell, because she has been through
She's
it
been
all,
through it. Okay.
and she has seen
Right,
the
that
need
sometimes
to
the
go on the
people-
other side.
People like this, if you
This
get
is you
close to
wrapping
them,
up on this
yes,
particular one.
when you get close to them, you get to understand that it is not all the gospel that we preach that will entice to change them. It is in social. So this is in social.
Yeah, so we're hoping that she will pick a thing or two from
This
this
era, we
social.
don't hope. We see reality.
Well, we're hoping for the best for her, though, and then we're happy that at the end of the day she gets to be with her son, because that's what, you know, that was the major concern for a lot of people. Now, let's move on to one other thing right here. So, the Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Honorable Awal Mohammed, has directed that the usage of the newly selected brand name for Ghana's film industry, Black Style Films, be put on hold pending the outcome of the ongoing stakeholder engagements. Now, the Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Honorable Awal Mohammed, was directed that the usage of, as I mentioned earlier, so basically a lot of people are excited because we mentioned last Saturday that there was a petition going on, change.org going on, that was started by George Quay, by the way. Yeah, so people believe that we already have a film industry, like we have a name for our film industry already, so there's no point in giving it a name. We went back and forth and everything. So now the ministry has come to say that they're putting it on hold. I don't know why I'm looking at, let me just start with you. What do you make of this?
The musical chairs I told you has started.
Okay.
This is how serious our ministry is. And
First off, I think you had a concern with the way the
Yes.
message was shared
if
in the
this
first
is an
place.
official message, I don't think the president has done a service to us. I don't think if it's an official thing, the president should get rid of the president, the minister, and the deputy. They don't deserve the office.
Because they
It's
shared
a
the information.
document.
Okay.
If it's in a document and you're relating to another official organization recognized in our constitution,
Right.
you address through writing or a letter or a memo. Social media, somebody's social personal page, not an official Ministry of Tourism page. It is wrong.
But at that moment, we believe he's occupying that space, like he's speaking in the capacity.
So you're telling me that anything I see on the page, I should relate it to the business of Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Is that what you're saying?
You can relate it to his person.
His person as the deputy.
But that person occupies a position that he will go. So if a trace of information, if you're doing official administrative stats, you refer to the institution, not the personality.
But listen, Coca, in this era of technology, digitization, and all that.
Going to get to that.
You can't really say that until it's on a letterhead. I mean, the preferable thing would have been to
document.
see it on a letterhead.
It is
so
a document.
How
it's a
we get to respect
it is
that
a
information
national
that has
issue.
come
Relax.
out.
Once Marco Kweku Mante has not come out to say this is not coming from me, I think we have to chill. Probably there are things coming
I'm not
up.
a drink, neither water.
Well,
probably there are some things coming up that might state that this is the official thing. But as it stands now, for me,
not. We should do things. So tomorrow, instead of a document that the speaker will give officially to the members, he can say, I've posted it on my social media post and people should go there. We must
also question what necessitated the agency in putting it out on
there,
social media.
So why don't you put it on a document and state it?
What does it take? What does it take to put on a document? It's just copy, paste, a logo, and we are gone.
But I'm not done. So you put it on a document to the parties involved. You address the parties.
Okay.
Somebody petitioned you. The CEO of NFA held the process.
Okay.
And he went through all the processes. So you are not just giving information to the general
But have
public.
they told you that they don't have information? They didn't have prior information or knowledge of this?
So,
I mean, once we don't have those details, I feel that something caused the deputy minister to put it out there.
So, we can calm tempers for the moment.
I'm not worried because I keep telling you, we are so unserious that we treat everything unserious.
No,
Tell me how this December, Mark said, nobody will go to an event if you have not vaccinated.
Yes.
The parties haven't started. What strategy is in place?
No,
the people there are sycophants. We are not serious.
We will get to that part of the conversation. Yes, please go ahead.
I think it's good to have Mark react in a certain way, because if this had not happened, we would have sat here to say that you have your social media handles. At least you could have put out something to calm tempers. So I have to acknowledge him, Marco Kweku Mante, Honorable and Honorable Awal for this. Like I said, we don't know what caused this kind of message to come out. I've seen people propose that once this is out, there are other 9 names that we can consider. What shows that they will not come back to tell us that after negotiations we still think that Black Star is you know, and also the remaining 9. We have to do a quick check of them. I was thinking our Gold Coast pictures sounds nice, but then for all you know, it could be somebody's also registered business somewhere.
Yeah.
So
and that's also,
so once we come on the negotiation table, we need to take note of all the remaining 9 names that we have.
So Vida,
or if possible, let's come back with the 400 names so that we do our own shuffling and then we decide on the fee. If not, let's just call it the Ghana movie industry and let's go sit somewhere and relax.
My question is, do we have a board and a system that is supposed to do this work, or we are all doing it together? If you entrust somebody to run a position, you allow the person to run the position. What did the NFA do wrong in the process? Because 1 year, they went through all this process 1 year. Why are we halting the process at this point? And if I think we are all educated, the brand name Black Star is not owned by Juliet.
Black Star Film.
No, the Black Star.
The Black Star itself. Okay.
Nobody has a legal right to it. You get it? That mentality that some of our people have put to their head that because it's associated or he has a business that also have similarities, that's why he's pushing that agenda. Sometimes we should look at the bigger picture. For me, we sat down for money to be wasted. That money could have used for even a short movie.
Because logos have been printed and all.
That money could have been used for a documentary.
So with what you just mentioned, then that's how come people believe that at the end of the day, it might end up being passed.
Yeah. No, but I think it would be kind of dangerous, for want of a better word, to leave this kind of negotiations in the hands of the committee again. Because we're here when Prof. Gajeku said that stakeholders,
the stakeholders are
part of the public.
Yeah.
So they just throw it out in the public. And now Marco Krekuman is saying that we need some stakeholder engagement. So what kind of stakeholders are we referring to
at
here?
this point? Okay.
Is it still the general public, or it's still the movie makers?
Because we're still trying to find out how the elections happened, though, with the agency.
You get it. So I don't think the committee now will help us in these new negotiations that we want to have.
Okay.
My point is, which are the bodies or members who fall under the National Film Authority? Producers, actors, technical crew people, artisans, and all these things.
Okay.
We need to first identify the people. I can tell you, those making the noise are the social media from people.
Are you sure, though?
There is a constitution. I keep saying that. Did they go wrong at any point in the constitution? Did the process that they carried out, that was vividly everywhere, did they flout anything?
Any of them?
I mean, Mr. Bosompem was here the other time, so I'm sure the law that they put out, they'll just put it side by side. I just hope that
what is going on is more of a governance thing, more than a violation of an act.
No, Coca, you keep hitting this point.
Yes, because I have read.
What is the evidence?
Okay,
I have read it.
The Act 935.
The whole the whole act on the National Film of yes, and I don't think she has violated anything.
Okay,
Coca feels there's some high power somewhere
making
decisions.
I am not saying that. I'm saying that.
Well, you're insinuating.
Me, I don't insinuate. I say it as it is.
Okay,
I'm saying that the presidential pitch that was done.
Yeah, pitch series.
Yes.
Okay.
A brand name will lead the production. So, have you thought about it?
Okay, well, we will be going back and forth on this one right here. You're still watching Simply Showbiz right here on TV3. Now, all right, you're welcome back. You're still watching Simply Showbiz right here on TV3. Now, I mentioned earlier that we'll be getting into, you know, some aspects of events, parties happening this December. Now, Ghana has become the number one December-bound destination of the world, and this year, 2021, will be no different. Now, with over 100 shows lined up in the country during this period, December in GH has become key on the country's tourism calendar, contributing to growth in the sector. It is characterized by interesting and innovative tourism-oriented activities that bring thousands of tourists from across the globe to Ghana. According to the Ghana Tourism Authority, 150,000 visitors are expected in the country for the December in GH initiative. Now we'll take a look at some of the activities that are expected in the capital. Now today, 18th December, the bar concert happening in Coco Vanilla by EL will be happening, will be going down. And we also have the live experience with Jackie, 19th, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. There's also Manifestives, 19th, Bukom Boxing Arena. The Beam Concert, 21st, happening at the Grand Arena. The Lava Celebration with the music maestro Kojoinchi will take place at the Icon opposite living room that's at East Legon. And then also the Samini Experience Concert happening on the 24th at the Grand Arena. Promised Land by King Promise, 24th, La Palm Royal Beach. And then we've got the Rapaholic concert happening 25th at the Grand Arena. Shatawale and Medical, they'll have the Freedom Wave concert December 25, Accra Sports Stadium. Now, a few of the events are also taking place outside the capital. We've got Kwesi Arthur live in Obuasi, the Wilderland Festival, 26th to 27th at the Shy Forest Reserve. We've got the Afrochella Festival, 28th, happening at the Elwak Stadium. Link Up concert headlined by Shatawale and Kwame Eugene at the Len Clay Sports Stadium in Obuasi. Also, R2Bs and Friends, 29th, La Palm Royal Beach. And so these are just a few of the activities that you should be looking out for this December. Also, right here, 3FM 92.7, a subsidiary of Media General, we're having our all-white party on the 26th of December at the Dodi Island. So you might want to, we'll give you some details later. Give us a call. You can pass through, wear your white, and let's party, all our problems away. 2021 hasn't been easy. Trust me, it hasn't been easy. Now I've got Coca. Coca, why are you looking at me like that? We've got Coca and Vida.
You didn't mention two of my
two
events. No, 3. You didn't mention. Is it because it's a gospel event? Symphonic
It's
music.
not because, but go ahead, yeah.
Symphonic is 27.
27.
At the Empowerment.
Okay.
Then you have Able White's Festival of Plays.
Okay.
At the National Theatre. Then you have the Gold Coast Festival.
Gold Coast Festival.
At the Kukulubite.
I see.
Yes.
Well, so do we say our apologies or thank you very much for sharing the information?
No, I mean, I'm, as a learned person.
Hey, all right, no problem. Okay, now let's take a look at, you know, this side of the conversation where we're excited that events are happening this December. Usually during December, it's either you've started saving before December or, you know, the moment your salary comes in, you know that you're preparing for all of the activities. But we understand that there's a policy, no vaccination, no entry. Now, we'd like to find out what you make of this policy. Is it going to work for us as a country? Hoping that, you know, people will come in and spend some money so we can build more of our tourism and everything.
We'll end up collecting the money and using the money to cure the people.
Why do you say that?
Because it's a pandemic that's just looming, but it's just by grace that it has not really gone out there. So some of our policies, I always say that we should think about our young ones and the people. I don't have a problem with that policy, but I also think that as a nation, security, health is also a security. Why don't you get the military and all the other people involved and then get vaccines to all event centers so that it is close to you?
So you take a shot before you enter?
Yeah.
How don't you, I think that the vaccine will take a while to, you know, work in your system. I don't think taking the shot
But you going to the event, you also take a while before you get used to the event to party.
No, but listen, no, listen to this. So if...
But have you listened to mine?
I have, but I do not understand. So you know what? The directive says to make sure that you are vaccinated before you go in there. I think previously what you do is you take your nose mask, you ensure that you have a sanitizer with you, and you wash your hands, you know, with soap and running water as regularly as possible. But now we're moving away from that because there are other variants of the virus. We've got Omicron as of the moment as well. Now, the thing is, I don't see how we put vaccination points there. You vaccinate before you enter. How? I
am not saying, okay, we want people to vaccinate.
Exactly.
But people are going to party. Instead of people going to the places to vaccinate, they are not going.
Right.
The vaccines are getting expired. It will cost us more if donors don't bring it. That means we have to buy now. Now, make it available at where people gather and encourage them to take it.
Okay.
You get me? Because you need them to take them. So put it close to where events are, churches, and persuade people to take it.
So let me come to you on this one, Vida. So why do you think people are still fighting the idea of getting vaccinated? Because the whole of 2020 was a hard year for a lot of people because that was when, you know, the virus was at its peak. Now we found a way around it. There are vaccines available. Some people have vaccinated. Others believe that it's a matter of choice. I do not want to vaccinate. I don't think anybody can tell me otherwise. But now, if you want to party or if you want to come into contact with a lot of people or be at gatherings, you need to ensure that you are vaccinated. How do we ensure that people understand this?
I mean, if you ask why people are shying away from vaccinating, I think everyone has their
own reasons.
Some have superstitious
conspiracy theories,
reasons,
like a lot
some have
of them.
spiritual reasons. Recently, I heard a group of people say they won't vaccinate because they will vote for a particular party.
I think I saw a video like that.
That's how low
I saw a video like that as well.
But I told a few big shots in some production houses that I think you should organize vaccination parties for your fans.
Okay.
I told them, I can even mention names here. I told them that let's say Samini picks one park and says that come, if you want to come to my concert, come here. let's get vaccinated. I can even give you a photo opportunity. Let's chit chat. Let's sell some tickets at the park. Blah blah blah. I mean, arrange nicely with some music on the side. You know, give them souvenirs, and that will push people. Because looking at the number of shows that we have, I mean, a simple Google December in GH will give you over 100 shows. And mind you, there are festivals in it. I think I saw Fancy Groove Festival in the Western region. And there's this Samampid Festival Northeast in Boko.
Wow.
So aside the regular AICC Grand Arena, I think there is a whole festival that, due to its tourism value or artistic value, the GTA is pushing.
It's pushing,
so if you tell me this is a festival, it gives me the impression that we'll have thousands and thousands of people that how do you regulate and check if everybody has cards before they go in there? So the best thing will be to have vaccination parties ahead of time, because the shows are not yet here. Coca is suggesting that get your shot right at the door. I am saying that use the few days that we have to get your fans to get
I support that one too. I'm saying let's use all avenues to get people vaccinated.
There's also this thing that people are saying that the cards are being bought.
I was going to ask that, because we have seen posts on social media where people are selling their vaccination cards. People have actually
But then when you get vaccinated, there's this iPad that they put the details.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No, we can't say that for sure.
It doesn't work.
I have tried it. I'm bringing mine so that you try it live on air.
Listen, Coca,
it is not working.
Coca, be patient. Let's not just be sufficient with just the paper.
I'm not called Salima. I scanned the thing. The thing said I'm Salima.
They should just release that data, so the quick check of your code, because it has a unique code, a serial number, so that we can check if it goes with the name, so that we can just the paper. I think is not working. I have been to one concert already. I picked my card, but it wasn't checked. But they made sure that I put on my nose mask, and they put some sanitizer in my palm to rub, and that was it. And they were decent. Everyone in the auditorium had their mask and all that. Also, I've been to Obi and Ponce's Popular But Broke.
Yeah, but broke.
Man, the National Theatre was too hot.
But the place is not working.
Like, I mean, it was suffocating. And people could not keep their mask on. But because they loved the guy and the comedy and everything, they couldn't also withdraw and, leave the auditorium. So we are begging, in as much as you want us to wear the mask and stay sanitized, make sure that there's proper ventilation at the areas, especially the indoor events that we are going to have. And for the purpose of consistency, I don't know why we keep changing the name. We have a year of return, which we think it's done with. And now there's beyond the return.
So
and now there's December in GH.
December in GH is under the beyond the return.
But I feel that for consistency's sake,
we should keep
we should maintain one name so that it rings in the ears of everyone. Now, they've listed the shows that we have, over 100 of them.
Yes.
But Akofa, if you have expats or some friends coming from abroad, they always worry you, where do I get the tickets? At least you could have added like a link down there where people will click and can purchase tickets.
The GTA actually, suggested to some of these events, organizers to desist from selling out tickets, paper tickets, so they can do online ticketing.
So I have people on my phone, Vida, I'm back from Germany, I'm back from UK, I'm back from America. What do I have to do? Where do I get tickets? I know that you're always on radio and TV talking entertainment. So what do we do? And now I find myself in town running around looking for tickets for about 5 people. I mean, it's not fair.
Right.
Now, the artists who are having these concerts, a little profile of them will do with their social media handles. That is how we are selling Ghana and making it a global destination
let me tell you,
for Christmas.
Most of the events, I'll give you like 2, like the Coco Vanilla show, that EL. So when you go to the Coco Vanilla page, the link is there. You get the details. Like Ebo White, when you go to Roverman Productions website, the digital page
you don't mess with Uncle Ebo White.
He
knows his stuff.
When you go to Symphonic, we are not even doing physical tickets. You go to our website, symphonicmusic.com. You can buy the ticket.
Even Diasa is selling digital tickets.
Because we've gotten to a point where you live will disenfranchise you from going to an event, because you're not sure whether when you get there
you get the tickets.
You're also not sure whether when you get there will even be a set for you. So now you want to buy online and be sure
And
you
be
have
sure
your
that
ticket.
you have
And you
access
can't
to the
drive.
place.
Imagine you are in Adenta and the ticket venue is at Airport Shell. So you have to drive just to come
All
and
the
get
way.
ticket. So
And
I
there
think
are
just as
people
we
who
said,
make it their business to sell tickets twice the price
yeah.
in front of the venues. And if you do this kind of thing, it will discourage people coming from abroad to patronize these shows because they know that the tickets is 500 cedis and they get there and they have to buy it for 1,000.
I would like you to try it. I scanned it and the name that popped up was not my name.
We will get into this
So I was
another
shocked
time.
whether that day the woman gave me a different card that was bearing my name.
But it has your name in it.
Yes, my details and everything. But
We-
Salima, when you scan, it's
we will
Salima that
get
comes.
them-
I never knew my mom gave birth to a
We'll get
woman.
into that some other time. But we have listed, a number of, events. I would like to quickly find out how many are we attending and what are we looking out for?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking out for the Samini experience.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
I'm a
Experience
DC girl. I mean, I was born, went to school there, grew up there, and I knew what it felt like to have a Samini on stage. Batman, by the way, that time, and the Ashanti International. That is how they introduced us to music. Nana King, Nana Queen, Exdo, Reggie Zippy, and the likes. So I'm waiting for that feel. I wish we could have Nana King and Queen on stage and create that childhood memories with hip life and all that. When our parents are talking about the Nanam Pedus, me too, I'll sit my kids down one day and tell them about Samini. So
right.
I'm looking out for that concept. I mean, Beanie Man, Charlie, is touching down. It's a big deal for the Beam.
Yeah,
Beam
the
Nation,
Beam concert
the
happened
brand has
21st.
grown.
I mean, Charlie, it's fantastic. So far, I haven't heard any like big names, popping up in the country.
I think Davido is
here,
in
he's
the Wilderland Festival. He will be
I mean,
performing.
Davido is in our-
it's like
he's
one
in
of
Ghana.
us
It's one of
now.
one-
So
okay,
like
okay.
you don't really
On that angle, we
Yes,
yeah.
so
we
No,
get
but
I
as for
will-
the event, we are going on so that we give reviews.
I think
and then we
Sarkodie will
chorus
also
stuff.
pull a
yes,
surprise on us.
Rapperholic on 25th.
But I mean, I just want to see how the roads will be divided because you have conference center here and then you have the stadium where Shatawale and Medical.
And Medical also have theirs.
It will be interesting.
So let's
I
see.
mean, that day we have to go with
Concerts.
motorbikes.
Does that have to do with, the fact that they didn't spend Christmas in behind bars?
Coming together for a concert.
Yeah, Freedom Wave Concert is the name of their concert.
You see, these are creative people.
Yeah.
You need to sell a show.
Deeper than blood.
You need to sell a show. And if you watch, in recent times, there's this newfound love and brotherly love between the two artists. And
Is
this
it
something,
new? I think they've
No, it has been there, but this
was
the
ignited
case-
by the
Yes, and if you
police
watch
issue.
years back, even Shatawale shows, you see Medical there, where he's officially not performing. But
Until there's a spark, let's
Yes.
just enjoy the
oh,
bromance.
nothing sparking will come. You fight with
Until-
your boyfriend. Where you fight with your boyfriend?
until-
Do you hear it?
until something happens.
You fight with your boyfriend.
Hey,
so
please.
if they are fighting with
So
themselves,
while we're wrapping up, what will be your final
I'm
say,
saying
take
every
to
Ghanaian,
organizers,
every
event
Ghanaian
organizers?
should have fun, but have protective fun.
Hey.
Make sure you're
Protective
secured in the
fun.
environment you find yourself. Make sure you enjoy what you're doing. Get vaccinated. Keep your home safe.
Right.
Know who you're giving a lift to. And be careful the kind of Uber cars because now Bolt is some way. Anybody can just start
So
working
basically,
with
ride-hailing services, you mean?
be careful about everything. If you hear a knock on your door this festive season, just be sure you know who you're opening your door to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very, detailed.
Yeah.
Vida, let me come to you.
So I mean, they should have fun. But I'm thinking of the traffic situation in town.
we
I
didn't
don't
talk
know-
about that.
Yeah, I don't know
But
if
this
the
year there's no
IGP.
traffic.
Are you sure?
This no
I
traffic.
don't know if the IGP or the police have been, informed of the details of the shows
I
that
beg
we
you, for
have
that
in
one there,
town.
they are working.
Because if they do that, they can even help us with the shuttle service around the AICC Grand Arena Stadium
when they bet
area,
ya.
so that we can. No, I mean the states can bet. The GTA can, run about 3 or 4
so when they
shuttles.
Because
Then they-
they're
then they pocket
expecting
the
about
individual
150,000
Yeah.
people.
We wouldn't, I don't
Because
think we'll have transportation
parking
problem.
is a problem around that side. And you have visitors coming in. So if you can give us a large park where we can all put our cars there and then we have security and then we run like a shuttle service in and out, I think it will be smooth for us to,
I know
enjoy the
with
festive
the
season.
AICC, they sometimes use the Parliament's forecourt as an offset car park, and then even the stadium where Access Bank is. And maybe, and yes, as you're saying, because of the construction there, we need, but we have to say thank you to Dampare, because on my road yesterday around 10 p.m., the police in their uniform from the Accra Mall to Palace Mall to Chado, they were there and they were ensuring that the traffic was working. And I think the police are doing a yeoman's work. As we are celebrating Christmas, when we see them, we just need to salute them and say thank you. Because they also have families.
I think it's not too late. They should put links beneath the programs they've listed so that people can get tickets. And those handling the phones for the ticket hotlines, when we call, pick up.
They should pick up.
Pick up now. This can.
Well, Vida, finally before we go, Vida did mention, you know, she's really excited about the Samini, you know, concert. But we know Samini can bring it when it comes to performances on stage. You didn't talk about, you know, your expectations when you go for these events.
Samini.
Unless he's the only person. No, we've got, no. King Promise, 24th.
I mean, these boys,
on Christmas Day,
these boys,
Joe Metal is also having a concert. I think we have to mention that.
Mention that one too.
He's also having a concert.
These boys know how to thrill their fans.
Okay.
So there is nothing less. They are going to do their part. But just as Vida said, it is the environment, how safe the environment, how secure the environment is. Those things can mar your show, especially when you are the name. And you are performing and you see your fans struggling or things are not going well. It can, but for performances, we said that we are going to fill the your arena in the UK. So we want to take this one to teach you that we'll go there and do it better.
We'll do that.
Okay?
We'll do so tell the ladies, tell the ladies, they should just come in trainers, because I always see most of our ladies carrying their high heels, you know.
Yeah, we don't want heels to...
Well, massive thank you going out to Coca, entertainment analyst, and Vide Duchunwa Boating, showbiz critic. Thank you so much, guys, for always coming through on the show. Before we go, though, on 3FM 92.7 is the Aqua Retro Party happening at Bayview Village Thursday, 23rd December 2021 at 7 p.m. So you might want to check that one out. Check out 3FM 92.7's social media handles for all of the updates. And also, we're also coming your way with the all-white party happening at 26th at the Dodi Island as well. So you also will have to check out 3news.com for all of the updates. 3FM 92.7, TV3 Ghana on Instagram as well. Thank you so much. My name is Akofa. And on Twitter and on Instagram is @IamAkofa_. Thanks going out to Trendy Avenue as well in Osu for my outfit. We'll catch you same time next Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your day.